Good morning, MacLaren. Today is Friday, May 15th, 2020. The weather today, partial cloudiness early with a good chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. High of 66 degrees Fahrenheit. The sun rose this morning at 5:46 and will set at 8:05. Remember, the last day of school is Wednesday, May 20th. So after today, there's just the short week next week. So that means you have just 3 more school days until summer vacation. Remember that your teachers are packing up the classrooms and they are preparing all your things to be picked up at the end of May. We'll send out lots of information about that. But in the meantime, I would like to ask you to start thinking now about a rock for our memory garden. So here's what we're going to do. I want you to find a stone no bigger than a grapefruit. Tennis ball sized is great. The smoother the better, the flatter the better. And paint it in some way that commemorates something that you loved about this year. If you loved playing soccer, paint it black and white like a soccer ball. If you loved studying Japan this year, paint it like the flag of Japan. If your favorite memories of the year are talking with your teacher or your friend, put their initials in a heart. If you and your friend have some silly joke that you love about a penguin, all of you could paint a penguin. Whatever you like, whatever really helps you remember this school year. Paint it simply. If you try to use too much detail, it probably won't work. And so we'll be doing all the pickup and drop off of things that you need to drop off, like your library books, at the end of May. So there's plenty of time to do this, but let's get it done soon and hang on to it, and then we will collect them and place them for you in a memory garden. So when we're back on campus, you can go walking in our memory garden, and we will always remember this spring of 2020. Again, we're not doing normal spring outdoor field day this year, obviously. So instead, your PE teachers are holding days of physical challenges. Look out for those on the classroom pages. Kindergarten and first year up first on Monday, the 18th, and then second and third on Tuesday, and then fourth and fifth on Wednesday, the 20th, the last day of school. Today, it is my privilege to honor fourth grade. Fourth grade, the more I think about it, the more I get to know our MacLaren fourth graders, the more I begin to see that the threshold, the cusp of middle school is not actually fifth grade, it's fourth grade. You have a hunger for big ideas and a capacity for subtlety and nuance and complexity and detail that is really mature. And you have kind of big, complex emotions that you are grappling with, and new kinds of social dynamics and friendships and attitudes towards learning and relationships with teachers. And it's just really remarkable to see how much you grow up this year. And intellectually, you are dealing with big things. Think about all that you have studied this year: sound waves and light waves, multiplying and dividing fractions, adding and subtracting decimals, Chinese dynasties, medieval African kingdoms, early Islamic civilization, the American Revolution, the Boston Tea Party, poetry, metaphor, so much writing. You've just learned a ton this year. And your teachers love your attitude toward learning. Ms. Polka just describes the incredible enthusiasm you have for so many activities in PE. And she loved having you guys play the parachute game. She loved seeing you on the Zoom classes. And she loves your kindness. So you guys also apparently rocked the alley cat during the dance unit. I don't know what that means, but good job, all of you. Mrs. Prophet just described so much investment and joy in making art, and so much complexity, from your Yoruba sculptures to one student who finally gave up her dedication to drawing donuts and Teslas and started to work on other art projects. Great job. And your classroom teachers just really wanted to shout out how invested you were in studying and how invested you were in the curriculum, particularly American history and Chinese dynasties. You were just so engaged and excited to learn. They told all these wonderful stories. Miss Los talked about catching a giant moth and getting to observe it in a plastic tub before setting it free. Miss Detman told a very funny story, a little too soon, but when you guys all got hit pretty hard with the flu in November and had a week of playing chess and nature walks and puzzle building, and we all remember the one student who said it was his fault for dressing up as a Black Plague victim on medieval curricular day. Just so many delightful stories from all of you, and so much empathy. Your class really has taken care of each other. You guys have been so good to each other, and I want to particularly call out, your class was 1/3 students who were in their first year at MacLaren. 1/3 of you were new, and so I want to shout out all of our students who had their first year at MacLaren this year. Thank you so much for joining us. And I want to shout out all of you who were in your second year at MacLaren and how you welcomed those new students. And now our life would not be the same without all of you. You're all just our MacLaren fourth graders, and we're so grateful for all of you. I think such wonderful stories of encouragement and cheering each other on at Fall Field Day. That was really a joy to see and a joy to hear about. And also so much playing. You guys loved going outside, playing tag as a class, swinging on the swings. I know you really loved that your teacher was swinging with you on the swings, 4C class, and playing charades and with the sayings and phrases that you learned throughout the year. Also, there was a time during history, when you guys were reading about Richard I, and one student made the connection to the story of Robin Hood that you all had previously read, and everyone gave him so much praise and encouragement for that. Also, 4C, you win the craftiest class award. You all got so into weaving and paper cutting and bracelet making and knitting. So good job, all of you. We're just so grateful for you, fourth grade, and we are excited for you to continue on in the program and to really officially be on the threshold of middle school in fifth grade this year. So all of you at home, if you would please stand up, families, if you would help me recognize our MacLaren fourth graders. Fourth grade, will you please stand and be recognized? Okay, my friends. Take heart. Keep tending to your victory garden. Keep a pleasant schedule and a good routine. Get fresh air, plenty of exercise. Be a helper to your family. Please don't bicker with your siblings. If it is your birthday today, May 15th, 2020, happy birthday. And if you have a birthday this weekend, May 16th or May 17th, happy birthday to you as well. I hope you all have a day of kindness, friendliness, and peace, folks. We're all in it together. I will see you here on Monday, where it will be my privilege to honor our big fifth grade. See you next time.